Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I'm pretty keen to get out today because of this bad boy. Yes, that is an SDC 2300. So a very kind individual has lent this to me for about 3 weeks to a month. So pretty keen to get out there and see what I can do with it. Never really detected before. I've had a quick go of an SDC 2300 for like 10 minutes, so yeah, I'm real excited to get to it. Just arrived at my spot that I've chosen to go. Don't know if this is going to be a great area for gold, but it's worth a go. Yeah, I haven't set up camp yet. Don't think I'm going to bother doing that because I am going to camp for probably 1 or 2 nights here. But yeah, I got to just get straight into this, I think, because I'm pretty excited to do some detecting. So we've got a bit of a creek sort of running behind us here. Might have a bit of a look in there and then check some of the gullies going off that creek, and hopefully I can detect my first bit of gold. I don't really expect it on my first ever time out with a detector, but you can only hope. Anyway, no need to faff around with this one. Let's get straight into it, and hopefully the next time you see me, I'll be digging up a piece of gold. Alright, so I've been detecting for about 15 minutes, just making my way up this bit of a river here. Just walking my way up from that way, and got the first target here, which is just so you can see that's pretty clear signal. So we'll just get in there and try to find it. Let's get my scoop. We'll get around here somewhere. Some of the bigger stones. Right. I've watched a few videos online, but I'm still not exactly sure how to sort of pinpoint it with this thing, so I don't know how long this will take. I doubt that it will be gold, but I'm excited to see what it is nonetheless. Alright, let me turn the camera off and I'm going to try to pinpoint this thing, and I'll turn it back on when I find it. Alright, so it freaking took me ages to find it, but I finally found it down in that hole there, and I've got it in the scoop. It's bloody screaming. So, don't know what it is. I'm just going to... Alright, it's in my hand. Let me just put the camera down for a second. Alright, just set up the scoop. Alright, so it's in there. And there we have it. After all that, my first target. It's a little nail or something. Alright, awesome. Alright, pop that in the pocket. So yeah, target number 1 down. No gold, not surprising though, but yeah, I found the target. It took me bloody ages, but anyway, I'll keep doing it. I'll keep to it. Set for a few more targets, and hopefully I can get some gold. Alright, so I've just come back from about 2 hours of detecting. Probably not even that, maybe like an hour and a half of detecting. No gold so far, surprise, surprise. I did get a bunch of targets though. You can see these targets. Couple of nails, a couple of big flat bits, and then a bunch of shot of varying sizes, and one more I dropped down to the behind my bumper bar there. But yeah, so I'm getting the targets. I'm getting even like fairly small targets. I mean, it's a tiny piece of shot. If you can see that. Oh, yeah, that's a tiny piece of shot. So, you know, I don't know. I think I'm going to keep at it. I mostly went down the creek just then, and then went into a little bit of a side gully. I'm probably going to do the same now. Well, two more hours detecting, no more gold. That's the stuff I found this time. Bunch more shot. Some real, like that's absolutely tiny bit of metal. A few bigger bits. But yeah. No luck yet. No luck yet, so I'll keep at it. It's about 2 o'clock now, so I think I'm gonna set the tent up so I can go for one more dig before the end of the day. Yeah, I don't know, it's not going well. Alright, so another 2 hours down, another 2 hours no gold. Picked up a bunch more rubbish. That's the rubbish I got this time. Bunch of bullets, bullet casings, and then just some like, I don't know what that is, just like, anyway, building up a good amount of trash. All that stuff you can see on top of that esky now is trash that I've detected so far. And I found that down in the creek. Looks like a good crevicing bar that I might be able to use myself. It's buried down pretty deep, so score. But yeah, I think I'm gonna set my camp up somewhere. Probably set up tent just behind that. I said I was going to do it earlier, but I didn't end up doing it. Just wanted to get out and go detecting. Alright, good morning. It's day number 2 and time for a bit more detecting, I think, in the morning while it's still a bit cool. Maybe if it warms up a bit in the afternoon I might go do some panning in the creek, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so I'm doing a bit of detecting. I'm in this gully here. As you can see, it's pretty steep. I figured I'd try this area. I don't really know where to go detecting, to be honest. Yesterday I tried a gully as well. It was nowhere near as steep as this, and there was a lot of old workings around it. No luck there. So yeah, we'll just try this one out. I'll of course update you if I find any gold. Alright, so just got a target here, finally pinpointed it. So I've got to say, I'm having a real tough time pinpointing stuff. I mean, I guess it just takes experience and getting to know the coil and seeing where the target is in comparison to what you think and all that kind of stuff, but still, it's a pain in the butt. It takes me like 6 or 7 minutes to find the target each time, and wherever I start is sometimes way off. So that's frustrating, but yeah. Well, it's lunchtime, day 2. Still no gold. I've done a bit of detecting this morning. I went up a bit at another couple of gullies, and then checked out an area that had a bunch of old workings from the old timers, a bunch of tailing piles and like small shafts and stuff, and dug around all those piles. Didn't find anything except for shot and other trash again. But anyway, so I've come back now. We're gonna have a bit of lunch, have some cereal. Got myself one of these variety packs here, so that's my options. What do you reckon you'd go? I think I'm gonna go... Let's go some sustain. I haven't had that for a while. Alright, change of strategy. I've decided to come up onto one of these sort of hill areas, sort of between the gullies. Gullies aren't working out too well for me, or the old workings, so come up onto this hillside. And it doesn't look horrible. There's a bunch of quartz around. Lots of quartz, so mineralized soil. So this is the kind of area. Plenty of space to swing a coil. And I did see a couple of other detector holes on my way up, so I mean, that's something. I don't know. So we'll try this for a couple of hours, and I'll check back, hopefully with a little nudge. Alright, so this is the haul for the last, I think, just around 3 hours. Bunch more shot, some weird bit there, and this one hot rock. So I don't know what the deal with that rock is, but yeah, still no gold. So I've forgone the detector for now. I've put in a good 10 plus hours on it, and haven't got anything, and just a lot of trash, so going to try to get some gold for the trip at least. So I'll spend the rest of today and maybe tomorrow morning having a go at the creek, some crevices. So yeah, so I just came down here. As you can see, the creek, tons of bedrock, and this interesting sort of gutter feature here. Anyway, yeah, so I took a few pans around, just very cursory pans, just to see where the situation is, like how much gold is around if you just pan like the general gravels and stuff. Found absolutely zip. So then just tried this little crevice here, just up along there. I got literally, you can see in there, it's like not much bigger than my finger. I got probably like 2 fingers worth of material. What's that, like maybe like less than 10 cubic centimeters of material. Panned that out and finally got a little bit of colour. So got these ones here. Let's see, but that one there's not too bad. A few other colours, so yeah, it's not too bad. I'm probably not going to keep going at that little crevice just because it's puny. But now that I know if I get into the crevices really deep, you know, there's a few sort of running over there that seem really thin, but you know, that's what I've got that thin crevicing tool for. It really gets into those thin ones, and you'd be surprised what you can get in there sometimes. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to find another one, preferably running horizontal to the across the creek, and I think we're going to be in business. Alright. Alright, so another pan down. That's what we got. Oh, you can see that. Yeah. Can technically pick it up. Oh well, keep looking. So I thought I'd just take a moment to show you another little project that I did. It was this, I 3D printed it. It's basically a magnetic separator. I already had one, but the reason I did this was the last one I had was a bit small for my liking. The magnets were puny. There was only 3 of them on there. Wasn't enough, so yeah, printed this thing up. Just a bit of aluminium pipe, a spring, and 3D printed all the rest. Oh, obviously besides the magnets, but yeah, seems to work pretty good. Just randomly, look at all that ironstone. It's right on there, bang, off. So yeah, works a treat on the ironstone and the black sands. So yeah, not a bad little project. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Can't complain. So yeah, if you're interested in, if you've got a 3D printer and you're interested in making your own one, I'll stick a link in the description below, and you can get the STL files for that and print up your own. So it's getting pretty late in the day. Sun's not too far above that horizon over there. Probably got another hour of sunlight, another hour and a half of any light at all, really. So yeah, last thing I'm going to do is just seen this bedrock here, both sides of the stream, and there seems to be a bunch of crevices that are covered in. Don't look like they've had a look at for a while. And I, stuck my crevicing tool into one of them. Went down fairly deep and came up with a bit of clay. So again, I'll take that material out, pan it down, and see what we get. Fingers crossed. Well, just had a go at it and see how much sort of I did in there. Just that little, maybe 2 handfuls of material. We got a little colour, nothing spectacular, but tells us we're potentially on the right track. So I'm going to clean out the rest of that, maybe one of the other 2 or 3, maybe behind that big rock, who knows. We'll give it a crack. Fingers crossed, we need something to come good. So as you can see, removed a lot more soil there. Well, I say a lot. Still that much area, but definitely got down to the bottom. Wasn't as deep as I was hoping, but maybe one of these other ones will be. And there's still more material in there to get. Not a huge improvement. As you can see, a couple of 3 puny ones and like a middle-sized one. So yeah, not great, but I've got this whole section to sort of look through, and I think I will keep looking through there, see if there's anything decent. I'll work my way up to behind that big one, and that'll be what I do, I think. Yeah, sun has now gone down below that horizon over there, so my daylight hours are dwindling. So yeah, this might do it for prospecting today. I'll probably do one more pan, to be honest. Probably won't show you unless it's spectacular and you just have to see it. But yeah, for now, I think that'll do me. Morning, third and last day here. Didn't know what I was going to do this morning, whether I was going to go do a bit more detecting for the last couple of hours here, or whether I was going to head down the creek, do a bit more panning, crevicing. But as it turns out, decided to head down to the creek again. I can ensure I get some gold that way, and you know, it was looking okay yesterday, so thought I'd continue doing that. So yeah, I've got about 2 hours to do it. I'm going to get stuck into it. Hopefully I can come away with something decent, since the detecting didn't really work out, unfortunately. Oh well, maybe next time. Rightio, so this morning I've been continuing what I was sort of doing last night. That little part there is what I did last night, and then I just sort of had a poke around these crevices there, and I'm getting like okay, you know, maybe 6 colours per pan with one sort of semi-medium sized decent bit. But so if I had maybe my bilge pump here, I could set up their power sluice and do pretty good. You know, I could fill up a bucket in like maybe 10-15 minutes, and then just like run it through the sluice real quick, and it would be a lot quicker than just panning. But since I'm just panning, I thought I'd explore a little bit more. Holy shit. Oops. Holy crap. Finally onto the good stuff. Check this pan out. Bang. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pick up the camera. Put that down. Nice. It's one pan. That was where did I dig that one just out of? Just dug that one out of there. I've probably done about 2 or 3 pans already out of there. Got pretty much nothing. This one I dug a lot further back towards the edge and sort of down deep, so I'm going to go further down into here, and I reckon I might be into something pretty good judging by that pan. Not bad. Alright, well I just cleaned out that hole. That was one I got that crazy good pan from. Yeah, just used my little crevice brush and got it all into a corner, suckered it up. And that's the material we've got, so we'll go Go pan that off. See if we get any colour. I mean, I'd expect we got the majority of the good stuff already, but definitely don't want to leave anything behind. So let's give it a pan. Alright, the reveal. Basically nothing. I did see a few small bits, but you can see a couple holding up. But yeah, seems like I did a good job the first time on that crevice. Yeah, nothing to be unhappy about. But yeah, I don't know how much more I'll do. I mean, there's plenty more work to be done around here, but I need to get going home. The last 2 times I came up this neck of the woods, the traffic on the way home was just an absolute nightmare, so I don't want to get stuck in that again. So yeah. Alright, yeah, so I'm ready to call it a day for this trip. No more detecting, no more panning, so I'll just get my snuffer bottle out and we'll see what I ended up with. Not expecting a crap ton. You know, I probably only did about 4 hours panning altogether. Spent the rest of the time out with the detector, so yeah. I'm happy to have got any colour, but we'll see what's there. Alright. It's all in there now. It's dirty water. It's a bit of a pain, but makes it a nice reveal. Alright, hold on. Alright. And there we have it. Let's get the water out of there. And that's my haul for the weekend. Well, for my weekend. It's not too bad. Let's see if I spread that out a little bit. Yeah, not too bad, all things considered. Alright, so I'm all packed up, ready to hit the road now. I've had a good couple of nights here, a couple of days. It's been fun. A bit disappointing for the first day and a half that I didn't find any gold with the detector, but can't win them all, and wasn't really expecting to get gold on my first time out, to be honest, so no big loss. But if anyone's watching and they have any hot tips for me, you can put me on the gold. No, I'm dreaming, but at least give me some tips, that'd be great. If you saw my detecting action was all out of whack, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I've got it for another 3 weeks, or 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm gonna try to get out and do some more detecting before I have to hand that back. And yeah, I might actually try to get to this spot again as well, because you know, had some okay results for the amount of time that I put in there, and if I had a sluice or a power sluice high banker even, you know, I could tear up some gold down there, I reckon. So yeah, thanks for joining me. That'll do it for this one. Yeah, I'll probably make another one next week, I think, so stay tuned to that. Until then.
gold!